Okay, guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Sauce with Osi. Yes, my name is Osi. Follow me across all social media platforms at Osi_swab. And do not forget to actually like and subscribe. It's the Sauce with Osi across all social media platforms and here again on YouTube. All right, so I have a very special guest on the hot seat today. So give it up for one of Nigeria's finest female MCs, Kelechi. What's going on?
I'm sorry, who's that?
Is that not your name?
I don't know who you speak of.
Okay, KEL, what's going on? Well, you know what's funny? What's weird? You just came from Anambra, came to Lagos.
Hey, God. I will have you know I was born and bred in Lagos.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So your name was actually Kelechi. Give your
My name is not was. My name is Kelechi.
Yeah, give your
But that's just for family and close friends.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So everybody is
So
KEL.
fans like you. KEL, you call me KEL.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So I think the first time I came across your music, I was coming out my dorm in uni, and while I was playing on the screen, I was like, who's this one? You know, you had this high waist jeans going on, you know, doing.
You were hating because you were loving.
No, not quite.
Yeah, you
not
were
quite.
loving
But I was
it.
like, okay, pretty dope video, nice lyrics. You understand? Yeah, sure. Then we had that interview. Yeah, you know, came all the way from Lagos, all the way from Benin to Lagos to do for my magazine back in the day.
Yeah, I remember.
And it seems like, you know, a whole lot has happened since then. So what's been going on?
Life has been going on.
Okay.
Put out the first album, The Investment, had any and everybody who was in the industry.
Was
at that time
Wizkid
on
on that album?
Yes, he was.
What song?
He was on a song with YQ. A turn by turn, I don't
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
funny story about that song is that we were done recording the album. Wizkid wasn't on it. And so we were playing it for a few people. I remember when we played it, myself and Osage played it for Banky. Banky was like, why don't you guys put Wiz on this song? Like, you know, since he came up through you guys and all of that, Osage, like, he might be a good look on the song. Like, YQ is good on the song, but just, you know, see how it goes. And so we spoke to Clarence. Clarence was like, okay, cool. Wizkid came through to the studio, did a little something on it. So we just, like, cut off some parts that YQ had already done and just rearranged the song. And and that's how we
And
put
that was
it on.
it, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
like a
cool.
last-minute addition.
So how
yeah.
did rap, generally start for you? Because at the time that you were rapping was when the Nigerian hip hop scene was starting to reinvent itself. You're seeing the likes of MI, you're seeing Terry the Rap Man, you're seeing a lot of people. How did you feel like playing in a sport that was majorly dominated by men?
So it was so weird that anytime I would meet someone, this was even before I had put out anything, and I'd be like, oh, I'm a rapper. Hey, that's too fine to be a rapper.
Really?
And I'm like, what
We
does
were
that
lying
even
to you.
mean? See, you're a hater. You're a hater.
Yeah.
So I said, what does that even mean? He said, oh, because, you know, rappers are like, if you're not a guy, if you're a babe that is doing rap, you know, you have to be like tomboyish, you know, like they like say, oh, look at like Weird MC, look at Queen Latifah, you have to be like, I'm like, hey. I said, but I like rap now. What do you want me to do? You know, so it was actually fun for me. It was more of, I was passionate about rap. Yes, I know it was weird. Apart from the fact that I can't hold a tone, like a key. I really sing off key, so it's really horrible. You know, rap was just something that came naturally to me, and so I couldn't even see myself doing anything else. So I didn't even feel any certain type of way about, you know, being female and rapping. I just thought, you know, I like this. I want to have fun with it, and that's what I did.
Okay, cool. So how did, you came out majorly being signed to Capital, and you know, most artists in the industry did not have the, what's it called right now, the backing of a major label, you know, at the time. You understand? So how did that whole, you know, you and Capital, that whole working arrangement get off?
So it was through Terry the Rap Man.
Okay.
Yeah, because God bless his soul, Sound Sultan used to, when he knew I rapped, he used to just take me up and down, like his little sister, like introduce me to different people, you know. So was that how I met Terry the Rap Man? Okay, no, that's not how I met Terry the Rap Man. Anyways, I sure knew Terry the Rap Man somehow. And so he knew Clarence. Clarence had already started shooting videos for a few people. And Clarence had mentioned that, look, I want to sign an artist. I'd rather work with a female artist. So do you have anybody in mind? And Terry was like, oh, I have this chick, but she's a rapper. And Clarence was like, yeah, it's fine. You know, if she's marketable, then let's do this. So I arranged the meeting. We had the meeting. And I said, okay, yeah, this is nice. You know, we're talking about moving forward. And so after one of our meetings, they gave me a beat and they said, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take this beat, write to it 16 bars. You're gonna come back on so and so day, and the day you are recording it is the day we're shooting the video. And I was like, okay. So I took the song home. I started playing it. I was saying, you go wonder, you go. I said, what's this rap song? Oh my gosh, because you know I was such an underbutter back then.
That was ill bliss. They call it ill bliss is wow. Oga Boss is the one, no, not me. Yeah. So I remember that video though.
Yeah,
You guys show on the
I was
staircase
like
or something.
in the studio.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'll just write my verse in English, but oh my gosh, what is you go window? So I got there on the day of the shoot. Time for me to enter the booth because Ilbis had recorded his part. I was next. I entered. Finished rapping. They recorded me. I came out. I was like, yeah. But I was so nervous. And so Ilbis was like, he already had like 16 bars in his pocket to give me if I went to go and rap rubbish. So it was after that, Clarence told me that was like my test.
Okay.
So it was after I did that, he was like, okay, I'm going to sign this person. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know me. I thought you were ready to sign me. He said no, I was still just looking at me like, okay, you can rap, but let's see how good you actually are. And so that's how we started. And it was such a fun ride. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely loved working with Capitol Hill Music. It was more like a family. I was going to school at that time, LASU. So I'd go to school on the days I had lectures, and the days I didn't have lectures, I'd go to the studio. Clients would just call up one artist, or one artist would come and visit him. Next thing, he would just start playing beats. Say, yeah, this is my new artist, KEL. Oh yeah, go and rap. We're going to feature you on it. Then there was this eatery that was near the studio. Yeah. He would just go and buy fried rice. He would buy drinks. That's what he used to hook the artists. And of course, he would give them discounts for their videos. That's why I had so many people features, on my album. Yeah, so it was such a fun time. I loved it.
Okay, so the album, The Investments, had you holding this briefcase with the whole pinafore. What was the idea?
Why did you say pinafore?
Oh, sorry, what was that? Suspenders. I thought it was pinafore. So, whose idea was that picture though? So
it was between Clarence and Kelechi Amadiobi because he was the one who did the shoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So because the album was called The Investment, we wanted to, portray me as
the investor.
Sabinus. Kind of like Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we're trying to portray me as like, a product, they're trying to market and look serious and all that, but they're still trying to have this little quote unquote sexy element to it and everything because they wanted to market me as a woman as well. So between Clarence and Kelechi Amadiobi, they came up with that concept. Now, what was so funny, I remember we were working with some marketer, Charlie. I think he was Chinese or something, to push the album. And so one of the pictures that we took was one where I was wearing the corporate shirt and then like the button was down, so it was cleavage showing. So when they had printed the pictures and blown it up, I remember we were having a meeting and the next thing Charlie says, but this is a lot of cleavage showing. Like he looked stressed, like, And everybody was like, it's okay. And he was like, yeah, are you sure? Because that was the time when people were still not being that quote unquote risque when it came to female artists and all of that. So it was really funny.
Okay, cool. So at the time when you got in, who was your top female rapper in Nigeria?
My top female rapper?
Yeah, your top female rapper.
Blaze.
Oh, Blaze. Oh,
Blaze.
Where's she though?
I know she doesn't live in Lagos. I've forgotten where she lives, but it was definitely Blaze for me. First time I heard her rap on a Tribe's record, I was like, who be this?
And there was a song where Jimmy Jats, put, three, had like an all-star female MC thing. I can't remember the song now. And I remember one of our lines where she goes, mathematically expand exponentially. In my mind, I was like, oh my God! I remember. So, pretty dope. So, from The Investment and then post Capitol Hill. So why did that relationship go sour or what happened?
I can't really go into deep details. But, I would say it was as a result of miscommunication.
Okay.
Ego.
Okay. On your part?
Everybody's part. And some sort of impatience, it was just a wrong mix of people just not wanting to actually just sit down and just discuss what exactly the problem is and then discuss a way to move forward or meet some sort of compromise and everything.
But are you still good with, Clarence and everybody?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. I see.
Cool. So initially it was rocky.
Okay.
Initially it was rocky, almost getting blacklisted and things like that.
Okay. Oh, really? That happened?
Yeah, because people were angry, people were upset, so I don't even blame anybody for, trying to make those moves because, everybody was upset. What do you mean? You're leaving, the contract isn't over, this and that.
Oh, so the contract wasn't over when you left?
When I left, no.
Oh, okay. How long was the contract, the initial one, the first one?
Can't remember.
Okay. Okay, but it wasn't, you just work out, you're like,
it wasn't just working and, things were just not feeling as they were in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but everything is water under the bridge now. Everybody is cool now.
What
We're
bridge? Tell
all
me like.
good.
I'm just curious.
Stick to your day job. darling.
Wow.
Comedy is not it for you.
Okay, cool, fantastic. So, then the industry changed.
Yes,
You know,
it did.
sound changed. You know, what people wanted to listen to, you know, changed.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel like Nigerians, you know, claim to like rap music or hip hop music, but it doesn't really reflect in like the streaming numbers or people, you know, people that actually turn up for like rappers or people that actually do hip hop music?
It's very interesting that you brought this up because there's always been this debate, oh, Nigerians don't like rap music, you know, but then you have Nigerians listening to Jay-Z and Tupac and Snoop from, you know, back in the day and everything. And so I remember when J. Cole came to Nigeria.
Yeah, and it was packed out.
And he just put out that new album, I've forgotten the name of the album, you know, and everything. And he came on stage, it was really packed because he wasn't the only artist performing. So you think, okay, maybe people came to other people.
Yeah.
But he got on that stage and he started rapping songs from an album that was what?
Like
less
a
than
week,
2
yeah,
weeks.
less than 2 weeks. And people were rapping like
People were rapping word for word.
Yeah.
I was like, I was so confused. Now, apparently, he wasn't even supposed to even do like old stuff because he wasn't too sure if people would you know, mess with the old stuff.
Yeah.
But he started rapping like old songs, and people were still rapping along. I said, hey, I like rap like this, you know? And so I put up a whole thread. That's what exactly is the problem when people say, oh, when people are doing shows and they have like 5 Afrobeat artists and then they like choking one rapper because according to them, rap doesn't sell, the Nigerian public doesn't like rap. But I'm like, these are people who are rapping along to, this is not, J. Cole is not even mainstream per se. But people are out here rapping to his songs word for word. So you can't tell me people don't like rap. So is it that we're being elitist? Like when it comes to our own, you know how they say a prophet isn't appreciated in his own home. People don't really mess with Nigerian rappers, but they like to mess with, you know, the international artists and everything. So to me, I think people actually do like rap, but you have to figure out what and where your niche audience is. Like, let's take SDC, for example. You know, they have their own crowd, and whenever they announce that they're doing a show, like at Murakola Park or Freedom Park or whatever, people show up, you know? So I think that it's just a thing of discovering your crowd and ensuring that your sound is your sound and you're not trying to sound like somebody else. But Nigerians actually like rap.
Okay, great. So, being in the industry, being a female, a good-looking female by your standards, you know, and everything. So, how were you able to
by the
navigate?
world's standards.
So, how were you able to navigate that constant? I feel you're getting hit on and all of that.
It's something that you just get used to because you know I've never been part of the unsexy community, so I'm used to always being hit on.
Okay. So, but as an artist, did you feel?
As an artist,
Yeah.
I was lucky because I kind of came in under the umbrella of men. Like I mentioned Sauce With Osi earlier on, when he took me to introduce me to people, this and that, he took me like his younger sister. And so because people don't want to offend Sultan, they wouldn't really like, quote unquote, chase me like that. And then when I got signed to...
But they won't chase
Just
you.
small.
Okay.
And then when I now got to sign to Clarence, so I had the backing of Clarence, so I didn't have, nobody was trying to say, oh, you must do this before we do this. No, because
So it was you doing you must do this, why do this?
no, I was just
must hook my bra before I give you
humble and
16
happy
baht.
humble and happy to rap it. So I always had like that covering of people. So even after I left Capitol Hill, I had an Osage, I had a Moyo. So I always had like people to who other people knew in the industry as well, to, you know, to kind of fight, not really fight my battles for me, but to go into the room and speak on my behalf. So I've never necessarily had to do that by myself.
All right, so, that's great. So, as a female, you know, being in the industry, you know, being there from when we started the whole Afrobeat to the world thing or anything. So do you think we've made progress from when you got into where we are right now?
Oh, tremendous progress. I mean, you're talking about people on world stages like Burna Boy and Wiz, Davido, Thames, Tiwa, you know, Yemi Alade. So huge strides have been made in the entertainment industry, especially when it comes to the music side. In fact, I believe that back in the day, we even thought it was Nollywood that would blow up before the music.
Sure.
But the music has just catapulted and it just keeps getting better and better each and every year. So it's like when people now even talk about our artists, they just talk about them like they would just say like a Chris Brown, they say like a Whiskey. They wouldn't say, oh, Nigerian artist. No, they'd say international superstar. So I think that we've come such a long way.
Okay, but do you think it's a gift, you know, and a curse? Because you know, America has a way of picking on genres and running with it. I remember growing up, there was Shaggy, there was Wayne Wonder, there was now a reggae moment where you had the Beanie Mans, the Elephant Man, you know, everybody, and the Sean Pauls, you know, breaking into mainstream America. Then, you know, after a while, they're like, okay, let's go back to our pop music. Yeah. So do you think that's what this is?
I think that sound will always evolve, and I think that one particular sound will always take center stage. There was a time when it was house that was popping. There was a time it was electronic music that was popping. There was a time when it was hip hop that was popping. There was a time when it was pop, you know, soft pop. There was a time it was soft rock that was popping. So I think that there will always be that whole, like, you know, turn by turn. You know, each sound would have its own time in the limelight.
You have to throw in your song title, turn by turn. I see what you did there. A shameless plug, but it's fine.
So yeah, there will always be, you know, okay, this sound, especially if it's a new sound that, because you know how people just look at America as like the world stage. So if it's a new sound that has broken into America and is now like mainstream in America, a lot of focus will be on it before the next sound comes around. But I don't think it'll be something like a, you know, let's go back to our. I just think it's just like one sound will come, knock one off the top, another sound will come, exactly. It's just keep going and going.
Okay, cool. So I've been a rapper, been in the industry, and we hear our men say, oh yeah, it's very difficult for me to be able to have a relationship, and nobody really wants to date like an artist or anything. So you being a female, did that happen to you too as well?
Me, I will ask you why you are afraid. Small competition, you are shaking, you are shaking your boots. Be a man,
I don't know,
you know, man up. Join the race.
Yeah, but did you have any?
Yes, actually. One of my early relationships, which I can't really disclose, but yeah.
Why can't you disclose it?
Because popular person. But
Oh,
anyway,
really? Okay. So,
he kind
is he a tall guy?
Shut up. He kind of, no, he's not actually.
Oh, wow, okay. Again there.
He kind of stepped back because according to him, he didn't want to take the limelight off of me.
Okay.
You
So he
know?
was like really popular.
He wasn't really popular, like, well, he was popular enough, you know. Okay. And he also said he just didn't want to be like a block in front of me, like, this is my girl, and all of that. He just wanted me to...
Was he an artist too as well?
Yeah, he was. Okay. He just wanted to give me time and space to shine. And
you guys did a song together?
I never asked you about that.
Yeah, I know.
No, we didn't.
Oh, why?
I know you're thinking about...
No, I'm just thinking about why. But why is there when two artists like date each other? Like, you know, it's the perfect time to like make...
Well, at that time, I wasn't really KEL at the time that I was dating him. You know, I became KEL after.
After you're dating, but you guys got join the songs together. Like Burna Boy and Steph. Why didn't they do? Then, yeah, you see? They never did. So you should have had. It's like, oh, baby, when you hit me with the slow strokes, then the guy will go slow strokes.
Again, stick to your day job.
Yeah, that's hating.
But I never really like had any like my career as an artist wasn't any like obstacle, you know, to being in a relationship. Yeah. You know, because as a fine girl, you know, there's always competition around everywhere. So you know, you have to man up.
You have to man up. Okay,
if you want to be part of this.
Then then we see how I won't call it like a struggle per se or anything. But it seems like in the Nigerian music industry, a lot of female artists always have like a shelf life per se. Yeah, you know, then after a while, everybody's looking for the next big thing, or the next fresh thing, or anything. So for you though, you know, you're still around, you know, people still recognize you, but not having your music, like, you know, front and center, does that make you feel the type of way?
Oh, yes, because music wasn't something that I was just doing just because I wanted to do it. I love music. You know, I loved it and I still love it. And I still have plans on just doing stuff just because of the love I had for it. Did I feel bad that, you know, I kind of took a back seat when it seemed like things were about to move and pop up? Yes, I did, but I realized, you know what, life happens, you know, things happen that were beyond my control, so it's up to me to make the most of it and still, you know, learn from the experiences and just still ensure that my happiness is still key above everything else. So yeah, I felt a certain type of way, you know, and as for females having like, it seemed like they have a shelf life, I think because maybe this is just me saying, you know, imagining. Perhaps maybe we don't have that all or nothing type spirit as the guys, like, hey, we must die here, that kind of thing. So if something seems like, you know, it's run its course for us, instead of still pushing, maybe we just, you know, step back and do other things, because I believe that you're not capable of doing just one thing in this life as a human being.
True.
So you explore other avenues and other things that might, be fun to you or might help you grow as a person as well.
Oh, okay, great. So, are you exploring other things right now?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay,
Yes, I
like?
am. I started working, I worked in TV in 2013 to 2016, I believe. Started working in radio 2017.
Okay.
I have a food business as well. Dabbling in script writing too. So there's so many things that I realized I could do apart from music. So
But the music, though, I see you put out, a couple singles from time to time.
yeah, because like I said, it did my body.
So
I can't leave it. I can't leave it,
Okay.
So hopefully I'm working on something and we should be putting something out maybe end of this year, early next year. So
Okay.
yeah, because I love music. So I would still just,
So what's that one song that you wish you wrote? Like anytime you hear it, you'd be like, oh, I wish I wrote this song. Or I wish this song belongs to me.
honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never thought of that before.
Yeah.
I would say maybe it would be man, this is hard. I'm not even going to lie. It's hard. It's hard. Like I can't pick a song to say I wish I did this. I can't pick a song.
Well, okay. If it was me, though, it would have been We Belong Together by Mariah Carey.
I'm sorry, say who now?
We Belong Together by
By
Mariah
who?
Carey.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
I can't hold a note.
so why would you have wished you could have sang it?
Bobby Rolex on your radio. Please, baby, if you think you're broken,
stop.
wait a minute. This is so deep.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta change the station now. Back in the day, man. Jeez. Okay. What next for you, though? So it seems like you're dabbling into a lot of stuff or anything. I would say about, a lot of rappers, going into acting. Is that something that you want to,
I've actually been in 2 movies.
Which
What
which?
is- what- why
You
are
know,
you
I'm
doing?
just, yeah. Which
doing
and which? No, which and which?
So back in the day, before I even started rapping properly, I was in a movie called Silver Lining.
Okay.
Yeah, it was produced by Alpha Vision. That was
Okay.
owned by Tajuddin
Okay,
Adipetu. Yeah, so I essentially kind of played myself because
Okay,
I was like
cool.
a young kid trying to do music.
I see,
My parents are like, no, and I was being defiant and all
Yeah.
of that. So that was back in the day. And then I did a movie with John and Jama
Okay.
titled Project Candy. It was on Ebony Life for quite a while. This was in 2016.
Okay.
Yes. So I would definitely like to do more projects eventually. So that's something that,
Okay.
I'm going to want to look into.
Okay, cool, great. So when we get back, I will play a game. It's called Truth or Source. So we'll ask you 5 questions. So if you want to answer true, you answer true. If you want to say you don't want to answer, you say sauce, and you will take a shot.
Yay, shots!
Okay, when we get back, it's still the sauce with Osi right here, okay?
Osi got the sauce.
Okay, still the sauce with Osi right here. So remember to actually like and subscribe right here on YouTube. We have KEL in the building. So why are you roughnecking?
Because that's how I do.
So I just always wanted to ask though.
What?
In Wow Wow Alright, that's one of your first songs. Why are you doing I don't know. It sounds like you're I don't know.
Like as one
Were you in labor?
Wow.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
problem is your rise. You don't know what hip hop is.
So what's that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be
Recross. So I've let you in as regards what the rules of the game is.
Okay,
So I'll
okay.
just 5 questions, truth or source, right? So yeah. Thank you very much.
Now, the thing about this is, because you know me, I like to take a drinky drink every once in a
So
while.
it's a drinky
so I
drink.
might just be saying sauce for everything.
Lies. So first question, have you ever had a one night stand?
Yeah, my mommy is watching.
So you can just say sauce and no answer and just take a drink. So.
Sauce.
Great. There we go. There we go. Yeah, sure. Good. So I might maybe just hold that because I know you're going to do a lot of drinking. So have you ever had drunk sex before? There we go.
But wait, though, who hasn't?
I haven't.
I'm sorry, who?
Keep going. This is not about me, it's you. Yeah. So have you gotten drunk and blacked out before?
Okay, I can answer this one, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
True. Have you ever hooked up with a fan? Like, oh my God, KEL, yay. Sign my chest.
No, I haven't. I remember there was this guy who did one of these reality shows.
Okay.
And then, because I've always just been eyeing him even before he went on a reality show. The day I eventually met him, and I was trying to like put the moves on him. Next thing he goes, oh my gosh, KEL, I'm such a fan. I was like, oh God. Baba, I'm trying to toast you. You're telling me you're a fan. After that day, I just did moonwalk.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, nah.
Have you ever received nudes before?
Unsolicited or solicited?
Anyone. As long as it's somebody naked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So you jacked 3. I've seen, okay, a bunch, who has done 5? A bunch of people have done 5 on this show. Nasty
5.
people. Yeah.
So nobody just wants to answer these questions?
Nah, they're like, nah.
Like, why are you shy?
I don't know.
Everybody's doing the nasty, so you know.
Not me. Give me back my thing.
And for the road now.
Okay, yeah, sure, please. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, enjoying that a bit too much. Yeah, thank you. So it's KEL Online across all social media platforms, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, KEL Online. And you let us know if you're putting out something anytime soon.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, cool.
I will give you the sauce. With the sauce.
Stick to your day job, please.
Wow.
Yeah, just stick to your day job.
You know,
Yeah, one more
haters will
question before you go.
always hate,
You
but
do
it's
a
not
gospel
one.
show on Sunday. Do you feel conflicted, in any way? No. Oh, yeah.
When I was funny enough, when I was asked to do the show, I didn't even think about it twice. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
Because people don't know that side of me. I'm a very strong Christian. I may not be. Why are you opening your eye? I'm afraid close your eyes.
No, it's a story. I was like,
Shut up. Exactly.
God,
So a lot of people don't know
send
that.
the thunder. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So like, I might not go to church every Sunday or whatever, but I have a very strong relationship with God. I hold him
So are you
close.
Catholic?
I don't joke. No, I'm not Catholic.
Okay.
What was that? The normal one?
Anglican,
Isn't it?
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. I'd forgotten the word. So yeah, I wasn't conflicted or anything about doing it. I'm still not even conflicted about doing it. People call into the show sometimes. They call me Pastor KEL, Mommy Ju, and I'm like, hello, I'm not a pastor, but they were trying to force me to collect the title. No. But because I have a full life as a human being, but I'm also, like I said, a strong Christian. And so that's a part of me. So I don't even feel any certain type of way. I just let people know that, hello, it's just me who loves the Lord and who loves to inspire people. Because I like to call the show more inspirational than it is religious.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Is that an inspirational thing? Because me, I'm just here, like,
and I just remind people I'm not a pastor before they see me at
in
the
strip
view
club
bar,
or the,
shaking bum bum. They say, Pastor KEL, bam, not pastor.
Then on Sunday, you're like, so we want to praise Jesus today. I'm like, this heathen. You.
It just shows that the Lord loves us all as we come.
I used to love all those funny, the way they used to describe sinners back in the day. This unclean woman. You, this heathen. Oh. In my mind, I'm just like, nah, twerk, I twerk.
Let me pass
So make sure you subscribe. It's the Sauce With Osi. Follow me across all social media platforms at Osi Swap. Particularly enjoyed this one.
I did too.
Yeah, sure.
Is this the first time you've ever interviewed me before? Apart from the magazine?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's so weird that we haven't done this before.
Yeah, I know, right?
But this was fun. I liked it.
Yeah. You make it sound weird that we have not done this before, like you took my virginity or something, and I'm there in bed like...
Well, if you feel that way, that's on you.
Fantastic. So like I said, make sure you subscribe. It's the Sauce With Osi. Yeah, follow me across all social media platforms. Every other week, we'll be having somebody interesting. Like I said, the show is heavy on the conversations. Just having conversations about any and everything. All right, till then, keep being saucy. Bam! Yeah, you see what I did there? What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about?
Really keep being saucy?
Yeah, sure.
Really? That's what you're going to
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure. Maybe I should be the rapper.
Bye, guys.
Osi got the sauce.